Italic, Girl Reporter. Episode 4, Jam and Toast. By Peter Bowers, Charles Berman, and additionally Daniel Schwartz, and also Mickey Woyshner as well. Dateline Thorpsburg, from the desk of Annie Italic, Girl Reporter, high atop Henderson Towers in Center City in the office of the Thorpsburg Ledger-Star Bulletin Journal, we bring you the news of the world. Commissioned by seasoned newspaper editor EUGENE SEABROOK, Annie Italic tracks the most thrilling events of our day with the determination of a bloodhound, posed notebook in hand for the moment of her big break.
You know, not many people know that one of the most thrilling and involved aspects of being a reporter is getting to where the story is. That's because one of the most thrilling and involved aspects of being a reporter isn't getting to where your story is. You hop in the car and you drive there. Not like it's rocket science. On the other hand, Gene Seabrook has a way of making anything into rocket science. Except rocket science. He'd probably make that into a kidnapping. See, it all started when he finally asked me to cover something big, like the first giant monster Thorpsburg had in years. The first giant monster we've had in years?
God, nothing pleases you. I can take you off it and put you on the story about the 10th anniversary of the Knights of Columbus fish dinner.
No, I hate the Knights of Columbus and fish and dinner.
Good idea. I'll take 25 off your paycheck.
No, I like big lunches. Look, I'll do the giant monster story, okay?
Thanks, Annie. Good to see you finally willing to take one for the team.
By my last count, I've taken 78 for the team.
Don't correct my math. Now, get out there and work your reporter magic to turn that giant monster into something interesting. You'll be carpooling with SUZIE, SANSERRIF, and Johnny. He'll be her photographer. And I've given him an extra role in case there's space for a giant monster picture. Now, SUZIE will be covering Thorpsburg's largest mason jar collection at the Elks Club. So whatever you do, don't get in her way. I'm sure you'll have time for the monster after SUZIE gets our jar story.
Wait, what? We're prioritizing carpooling with Johnny?
Excellent reportage. More of that, but with a monster and something to sauce it up.
You know, they say the good always comes with the bad. On the one hand, I had finally been given my big break. The one huge solo story that could finally turn my career into something great. On the other hand, I had to carpool with Johnny. And SUZIE. And still Johnny. And this is not making it any better. Any way you slice it.
Wow, guys. I can't wait to share the adventure of being a reporter with you guys. We're bound to discover something exciting and mysterious at the Elks Club. And wherever you're going after. I'll drive.
That is not what will happen.
What? You mean nothing exciting? Or me driving?
Both, I'm sure. But the driving thing in particular.
Aw. Okay. I'll watch you for next time.
Are we all getting in this thing?
Ah, yes. That's how we start driving in it.
Wow. That's a small car for 3 whole people. I call the back seat. 2/3 less likely to die back here.
Okay. I get to sit up front with you, Annie Italic, older girl reporter. We can trade notes on our investigations.
Goody.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, into the fragile framed projectile to speed along at dozens and dozens of miles per hour. One muscle spasm away from...
Do you want to take the bus?
God, no! Buses remind me of school buses. And let me tell you, my time in school
Then
was...
get in the back.
God, it's silent in here. Silence always makes me feel like people are thinking bad things about me. Which they usually are when they're talking, too, so I guess I shouldn't be so...
Let's listen to the radio.
Yes, please.
Maybe they have something about the mason jar display.
Anything's possible.
We interrupt our news report to bring you a news report. Death and destruction continue at the hands of Giant Monstro, the giant monster, reported by onlookers to be both monstrous and gigantic. A very fit subject for news. All roadways are stopped up and gridlocked as thousands of panicked citizens flee towards the giant monster to get a better look. and thousands of others flee, having either become concerned for their safety or decided that they've seen all they can to of the giant monster.
Very serious.
What are you doing?
There was nothing about jars there. These reporters are pretty good. I would say we should hire them for the paper if they could come up with something interesting to talk about.
Being interesting is always so hard. That's why I'm doomed to being boring. Boring, boring, boring. I'm so boring I can't stand it. I'll never not be boring. Boring. Maybe WJAR would be more interesting.
I'm sure it would, Johnny. Good idea.
Wow, I had one.
Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning to WJAR. I'm Glenda, the announcer, with some news reports. The history of jars is a long and interesting one. It starts with the first jars ever. These were made long ago, during history.
Annie, you turned off the report. How will we find out our clues about the mystery of what the mystery of all those jars is?
That's a mystery, too.
Annie Italic, girl reporter. I've had an idea. You remember how that reporter was saying there was a lot of traffic because of the giant monster? Do you think maybe this traffic jam has something to do with it somehow?
Gee, you think 1 and 1 is 2?
Well, sure it is. I've always been good at math class, but...
So, trapped in a box, in nowhere to go but oncoming traffic. If I get out, I've never had a car accident, but I've been traumatized by the fear of them.
Couldn't we take the exit there and use the shortcut?
Well, only if we were going to see that giant monster first. The mason jars are in the other direction. Ooh, this must be why everyone's heading this way, to get away from the monster. The jar exhibit will be really popular. Annie, this is Gene's car. I bet he would be mad if you hurt the window with your head like that.
Use this camera. It's sturdy, and I hit myself in the head with it repeatedly all the time. It would relieve stress if I had a finite amount of stress.
Let's sing a song to pass the time.
Let's not.
Okay, Johnny, just the two of us.
Sky rockets in flight, afternoon delight, and...
Hey, guys, look!
God, all the danger and misfortune just follows me.
What do you think it was?
I guess giant monstro threw it, right at the car behind us.
Oh, good. That means we're already past a major accident. With that car out of the way, traffic will go much faster.
Do you know how traffic works?
Not exactly, but I'll be sure to look it up when I get home. It might help with the story.
Hey, there's our exit, and the traffic's picking up.
See, Annie Italic, older girl reporter, you just need to keep a positive attitude. We'll be to the Elks Club in no time. You can even help me out with my story.
You gotta be kidding me.
God, no. I have no sense of humor at a time like this. Or ever, really. That's why I've never been good at being funny.
Okay, who wants to exchange the numbers?
I'll do that. I told you I'm good at math class.
Phone numbers.
Oh, I'll do that. I love meeting new people, and you never know who will be a clue to your next mystery.
Awesome.
Be careful there, Susie. There's glass everywhere.
Hey, that's right. Glass from all of these...
Oh, for crying out.
jars?
What's in these?
Okay, let's see. Here's some masonry in this one.
Is this James Mason?
And here's W.B. Mason.
Who else?
Oh, hey! You're Stephen Elk, the man I'm supposed to meet at the Elks Club later. How do you do?
Great horns of Cass! You've discovered the ulterior motive behind my innocuous facade.
Oh, it's Thomas Pynchon's Mason and Dixon. I feel so inadequate when I can't finish these long books.
What does ulterior mean?
It means that my plan to destroy Masons forever and leave Elks as a supreme goofy men's club has been uncovered. If only it had worked, it would mean certain success for my man-to-elk transformation project.
Oh, if it weren't for us meddling kids. Okay, that's sufficiently crazy. Let's just report on this.
Really, Annie Italic, older girl reporter? We get to work together?
Sure. It'll keep us busy until the insurance comes through.
Yay! I've already taken a note. I'll start making more. Johnny, we could have pictures. Then everyone would be included.
Okay, I'll do my best, but my fear of failure prevents me from succeeding.
The pictures weren't too bad, actually. Jean had other opinions, though.
2 girl reporters on 1 byline?
1 cup.
That's twice the expense. What happened to the giant monster? Good point. Everyone saw it anyway. I should give up on these high-profile stories involving danger and peril for every son of Thorpsburg.
Here's the feature on sword swallowing.
Harvey, glad you're here.
Me too. Tough economy.
Oh, for the... Hello? God, stop yelling! I can hear you! What's that? Who? From the... Oh, hey there. The Silver Rose. Well, I'd love to. Okay, see you then.
So, care to join me in drinking to death later?
No time, Hov. Gotta get home and put my cute hat on.
Want to borrow mine?
Not tonight, kiddo. Tonight, Mama's on the town.
Gross.
Can't talk. Big date. See you, losers.